Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm Thomas Hyman, the founder and CEO of Realty Partners, and we are right now live streaming this on a number of different pages and groups. And I'm very excited. This is our first Go Team meeting of the year. So Happy New Year, everyone. And I have some very exciting news for you, especially those of you that are new to Realty Partners, that have maybe been looking at Realty Partners, or maybe this is the first time you ever see anything about Realty Partners. What I'm announcing today and what we're rolling out is really a complete game changer. It's never been done in the industry before, namely for individual real estate agents to have the opportunity to profit from title and lending. Up until this point, you are an agent with a company, you hang your license. If it's a large company, they might have an in-house title company, a mortgage company, but guess what? The guy that owns, or the gal that owns that real estate company, owns the title company. They're the ones earning the profits. And with our unique business model, you are the ones that own the company. So for the very first time, we created a business concept, a business model, really a new paradigm for the real estate industry that puts agents in the driver's seat. And there's so many things I could share, but I just want to focus on the affiliated company aspect today. Now, if you're watching this for the first time, there is a little link above the video. Just click on it and quote unquote register your name with StreamYard so I can see your name if you're posting comments. Otherwise, I won't see who is commenting. It'll just say, Facebook user. And feel free to ask questions, comment away. We're going to try and keep the session here today to about 20 to 30 minutes max. And so thank you again for joining. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Rick. We have Tanya Eldert, Beth Davis, and many others. I just don't see their names because I haven't posted a comment. So good morning to everyone. So this is being broadcast right now on our Go Team group. Look up Go Team on Facebook if you want to join this group. Every Friday morning, 9 a.m., I have a session like this. And we focus on helping agents really create a future for themselves, create a life where they can have an exit strategy as opposed to just being a hamster on the wheel selling real estate. We're also streaming this right now on our YouTube channel. We're streaming this on our corporate Facebook page as well as my personal page and a couple of other places. So thank you so much for joining and tuning in here. So our company has been building up to this for quite some time. We are the agent-owned company. We're the only company that really created a partnership business model that's very much modeled like law firms or large consulting firms or accounting firms are structured. Obviously, not everyone becomes a partner, but you have the opportunity to become a partner, and it's a merit-based system. Realty Partners has focused on developing a number of residual income streams for our agents. So we don't just have one revenue sharing or profit sharing stream, we have multiple. We have a profit sharing program for our agents on the brokerage side where our agents, once they qualify for profit sharing, and the qualifiers are really fairly easy to get to, 55% of corporate earnings are paid out to the agents. These are pre-tax earnings. But there's a lot more to Realty Partners than just the brokerage model. If you look at the industry as it is developing right now, margins on the brokerage side really are continuing to shrink. You have also the fees that are being charged to agents continuing to shrink. The old business models of somebody being on a 50-50 split, and if they're really, 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 really good, they might go up to a 60-40 or 70-30 split without any cap. It's really coming to an end. There's still some big box firms that operate that way, that do not have a cap. And if you are with one of those firms, then you might really want to take a very close look at Realty Partners, because you could literally save, earn tens of thousands of dollars a year versus what you're paying right now. So, but there is definite downward pressure on the profitability of real estate brokerages, which is why the focus really with every successful real estate firm, whether it's an individually owned firm locally or whether it is a national firm, is on title and settlement services. So title, escrow, lending primarily. These are tremendous profit drivers and far more profitable than the real estate brokerage side itself. So the profits earned per transaction on title and lending far outstrip the profits earned on the real estate brokerage side. And that is why those companies are setting up these settlement service providers as part of the business model. When you look at companies like Open Door, for instance, they are basically loss leaders for their settlement services because they're not making any profits at all except for the settlement services that are being added on. So with Realty Partners, obviously, we looked at that as well, and it's been my goal from day one that we ultimately will be providing settlement services as a profit center to our agents. There are obviously a lot of restrictions, and the only way that you can legally profit from settlement services is through ownership. And so due to the very unique structure of our company, how we're structured, you actually have the ability to become a partner and co-owner in all of Realty Partners, which is not just the brokerage, but it includes all of the other profit centers as well. And I'm going to pop up a chart here in a minute to give you a visual of what Realty Partners looks like today and what your opportunity is for success. Now, in the past, up until the end of this past year, it took you at least 5 years to become an actual co-owner and partner due to our vesting program. And we used to have the partnership at the end of the vesting. So you had to vest first to be able to become a partner. And we have changed that. So there's still a 5-year vesting plan, meaning you have to remain with the company for 5 years in order to be fully vested. However, there is a fast track to partnership to membership, and it is now a 2-year qualifier plan. And for 2021, we actually have a 1-year shortcut based on volume. So we have fast tracks to qualifiers, and talk to the person that referred you to Realty Partners about that, or take a look at our presentation. But the bottom line is this year you can qualify for membership partnership in a year by the end of this year. And beyond that, moving forward, it is a 2-year qualifier, so you could fast track to a position. This year, as a qualified person, you do get to share in the brokerage profit shares, and then next year, after the second year, you could hit the qualification for membership and become a member. So in only 2 years, you can become a partner in the company, and as a partner now, you have the ability to profit from all the other things that we do. I'm going to pop up a chart here real quick to give you a visual of the company right now so far. And I've done this before and moved my mouse around thinking that somebody could see it, and I was told that nobody can see it. Just bear with me. I'm going to talk you through it. It's a very, very, very simple chart. So let me go ahead and pop on my screen sharing and see how we can make this work right now. And obviously I'm going to minimize this here. So I'm not able to see the comments right now, and I will check back in the comments here in a second. So here is the chart of the organization. Oops, I hit my phone application. Here's the chart of the organization that we have right now. And so at the very top, we have Realty Partners International LLC, which is owned by its members. And so here is your opportunity to become a member or a co-owner in Realty Partners. Realty Partners International is structured as a partnership, and 55% of Realty Partners International is owned by our agents and associates. So this is your opportunity to generate ownership here. Now we have additional ownership opportunity in Realty Partners Holdings, Inc., which owns the other 45%, but I'm just talking about this group here right now. Once you become a member, so the owners are called members in an LLC. Once you become a member, it could be within 1 year this year or otherwise 2 years, you get to share into the profits of this organization. And this organization owns, number one, Realty Partners, the brokerage. So Realty Partners is a brokerage that's doing business throughout the entire state of Florida. This also includes the Real Estate Help Team. Real Estate Help Team LLC is part of Realty Partners. It is a subsidiary and it provides transaction coordinator services, listing coordinator services, both to Realty Partners agents as well as agents outside of Realty Partners. So we're branding it obviously not to Realty Partners. The Real Estate Help Team is also providing, empowering our VIP platform, which really allows agents to be true business owners and have their business run for them. So as part of the VIP program, you qualify to receive answering service support, admin support, bookkeeping services, accounting services, marketing support, transaction and listing coordinator services. As a VIP Platinum agent, you have unlimited transaction coordinator and listing coordinator services, and all of this at a price point that literally is the fraction of what it would cost you to hire just one part-time VA. You have an entire team working for you, and you can step right immediately into the team structure. So you're no longer just you as a realtor. You really are now a team with the Real Estate Help Team behind you. So obviously the profits generated at the Real Estate Help Team are part of Realty Partners and flow up. Now in December last month, we launched Cloud Title. Cloud Title is a cloud-based title company. It's doing business throughout the entire state of Florida. The management team of Cloud Title has over 37 years of title experience. I myself also have about 14 years of title experience, but I'm not counting myself in there. So Cloud Title has a distinct separate management team that's running the company. Cloud Title is a company that is focused not only on providing title services to Realty Partners agents, but also title services to agents outside. And again, title is a very, very profitable enterprise, and all of the earnings, 100% flow up to Realty Partners International, which again is owned by the members. This year, we will launch a lender entity as well. So there's going to be a lender. We don't know yet what we're going to call it. We'll either acquire one or start one from scratch. And that too will be owned by Realty Partners International. And that too is going to drive earnings up to Realty Partners International. Now let me see if I can stop that screen share. So with respect to that structure, you can see that there's a tremendous opportunity for you to earn significant additional income, passive income, not for the referral of title business. This is based on your ownership as a member of Realty Partners International. So even if you didn't do any transactions, whatever, you never sent any dime to the title company, so to speak, you will still profit from the earnings of those entities because you are a partner and a co-owner. So this year, Realty Partners is going to kick growth into high gear. Not only are we rolling out aggressively our VIP platform, which is something that has never been done in the real estate industry before. There's no brokerage that will provide admin support, answering services, bookkeeping services, accounting support, marketing support, transaction listing coordinator support, and more for one low monthly fee. So this is really a total game changer. If you're doing 2+ transactions per month, this is really absolutely unbelievably valuable to you. So we're rolling that out. We're right now hiring recruiters in 3 key market areas, and then we're going to continue that rollout. My goal is to have 20 corporate recruiters and team leaders that will not only provide recruiting, but also training and mentoring services throughout the entire state of Florida by the end of this year. And the great thing about that is that those agents that are going to be recruited by those team leaders will be placed below agents in the binary. So if you are at a team leader or above level as an agent at Realty Partners, and what do you have to do to become a team leader? You have to have 2 personal realtor recruits. If you're at a team leader or above level, then you will receive assignments of recruits by those corporate recruiters, and that's going to help grow your business. There are going to be some restrictions. You won't get the direct share bonus or the recruiting bonus. That will be paid to the team leader that's actually doing the recruiting, but you get the benefit of the positioning in the binary and what that will translate to. So expect a significant growth of Realty Partners throughout the state of Florida. We're also going to start expansion into other states. And of course, we're going to grow cloud title solutions quite aggressively. And again, cloud title is going to be an incredibly profitable enterprise that is going to drive a lot of income for the partners. That will really be the main income generator. Like I said at the beginning, real estate brokerages themselves are becoming less and less profitable. And so the profits that we make at the brokerage, most of it, 55%, we're paying out to the agents. So there's really not that much left for the partners, so to speak. We're also paying out a huge percentage to our revenue sharing programs with weekly and monthly revenue sharing plans. So the ultimate goal for Realty Partners is to drive tremendous residual income through revenue sharing and some profit sharing for the agents, but it's not going to be the end all be all profit generator. The real driver of corporate profits is going to be auxiliary services such as title and settlement services, such as lending services, which are even more profitable, insurance and other things that we add to the mix. And in essence, we're going to not only capture the business that Realty Partners drives to those entities, but in turn, we're also going to aggressively market outside. Anytime there is a transaction where a Realty Partner agent is referring title to our title company, there is an agent on the other side that we're going to market to, and that is going to see why working with Cloud Title is just an absolute no-brainer. Our focus is very singular: wow through service, and we're going to do all of the things that you ever thought a title company should do but isn't doing at an incredible value proposition. And we have touch points to create wow experiences for the buyers, sellers, and agents in the transaction. So again, this is the first time ever. I mean, feel free to post here any other company where you can be an owner in a title company, in a mortgage company, as part of your ownership in the real estate brokerage, and benefit from those services, from the profits generated by title, lending, etc. It just does not exist. So let me take a look at some of the questions. Susan Proctor, who is one of our partners, asked, can you share which state is next? Well, I can tell you, Susan, the group of states that is on the radar, Texas is one of them, and the trifecta of Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. So those are the four first ones that we're going to target, but we're also going to look at two things. We're going to look at demand, meaning agents, leaders, team leaders in states asking us to come to them. So if we had a mega team in Ohio wanting us to come there, we would certainly entertain that. And then also our ability to identify team leaders, recruiters in those market areas as well. Because once we have perfected this hybrid program with corporate team leaders, which, unashamedly, I'll tell you, I'm borrowing this idea from Keller Williams, and which has a symbiotic program where they have the multi-level part where agents can refer agents, but the real driver of their growth is their corporate team leaders that then also serve the double function to provide training and so forth to their agents. So our goal is to expand throughout the state of Florida first, obviously, and then probably by the second half of this year, look at expanding outside of the state, and we'll know what works and what doesn't work at that point. And then we're going to, look specifically at finding team leaders in those market areas. But it's going to be those four states: Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia is definitely on the radar right now for us. As far as lending is concerned, my focus really is on Realty Partners. We don't have a joint venture on the title side. We were very, very careful in ensuring that we actually own 100% of the title company. And so we started looking at that year before last. The goal originally was to launch that in Q1 of 2020, but then of course COVID came, and we really had to pull back and become very, very conservative because of all the uncertainty. But my goal really has been either to acquire or start an entity that we have to own 100% of. And we were not able to acquire a suitable entity, so we went out to recruit the leadership, and we got two top-notch managers to run Cloud Title and then launch the title company subsequently. Our focus, of course, is very much technology driven. We want to be able to pass on those efficiencies to the end consumer. And we're going to do the same thing on the lending side. So on the lending side, we absolutely are going to own the entity. It's not going to be a joint venture. I also don't want to have a mortgage brokerage. I want us to actually own a lender because then we can control the entire underwriting and closing process. And I want that lender to be 100% e-closing empowered. So as you know, since January 1st of last year of 2020 in Florida, e-closings are legal. In reality, though, it can work for cash deals, but most lenders are not permitting electronic closings yet in Florida. And so our mortgage entity, our lender, will be e-closing and enabled. And my goal really is the big picture, the vision, if we can step a year or two into the future, is that a buyer, whether we represent that buyer or the buyer is represented by another agent that is using our white labeled service provider, if you will. So because none of them are going to be branded to Realty Partners, unless you're a Realty Partner agent, you'll never know that those are part of the Realty Partners umbrella. So, whoever the buyer is represented by, that they can literally on an app start the process to purchase the property, to execute the documents, and get approved for financing, go through the entire financing underwriting process, and go through the entire closing on their phone or iPad or laptop from start to finish without any physical paper required anywhere. And so that is the big picture, what we want to get to over the next couple of years. And obviously we want to then expand on a national scale with that. So this is your opportunity to be part of something absolutely amazing. And again, this year, 2021, we have created a pathway to partnership within 1 year. All you have to do is hit the volume qualifier for partnership, which is really not that difficult. To become an associate partner, associate member, you need to have $7,500 in total volume. That's revenue generated to the company. That's about $1 million in sales volume. To become a junior partner, you need to have roughly $30,000 in group volume. That's revenue generated by you and the people that you refer to the company. So that translates into roughly $4 million in total sales volume within your group. Or if you don't refer anyone, you can still do it yourself if you generate $6 million in personal transaction volume. That qualifies you as a junior partner. To become a partner, you need to generate $60,000 in group volume, which again, that translates into roughly $8 million in sales volume for you and your group. Or if you do it by yourself, you can make that happen if you generate $12 million in sales volume. So it is absolutely possible for someone to join right now or 3 months from now, and then refer 3-4 other people to Realty Partners and hit the volume qualifier and get to partner this year, absolutely, and be a member December 31st as a co-owner of Realty Partners International, and then profit and share into lending and title at that point, because I have absolutely no doubt that by the end of the year, we are going to have a mortgage lender within our portfolio of products. All right, it is now 9:25, and I said 20 to 25 to 30 minutes. So I want to be very respectful of everyone's time, and obviously nobody wants to be watching an hour-long video about some CEO ranting about their great new product. So I do want to close this off in a few minutes. If any of you have any questions, please post them now. And if you are watching the replay, thank you so much for taking the time. I will check in on all the different channels, and if there is a question posted, I will post it for you. And if you're an agent with a different company and you're looking at Realty Partners right now, either talk to the person that asked you, or go to joinrealtypartners.com and click on the chat icon on the bottom right. You can talk to a corporate team member They're still going to ask you how you heard about it. There's also an icon with the VIP at the top on the menu bar. We can find out more about the VIP program. And if you're watching this on my page, feel free to private message me on Facebook, and I'll be happy to chat to you as well. So thank you so much again for taking the time. And 2021 is going to be an absolutely amazing year for Realty Partners and for real estate in general. So no matter who you're with, wish you amazing success in 2021. And please join the Go Team Business Builders group and join us on our Friday morning broadcast. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.